Lewis and Terry O'Connor. When the bell rings, our referee in charge, third man in the ring, will be Marcus McDonald of England. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived. Live from the BT Sports Studio in London, this is our main event of the evening. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the red corner, he's wearing black with gold and weighed in at 11 stone, 5 pounds. Coming to us from Birmingham, England, he brings a professional record consisting of 24 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw, with 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the mandatory challenger, Andrew "The Animal" Robinson. And his opponent across the ring in this main event, he is the defending champion, fighting tonight out of the blue corner, and he comes to the ring wearing red with black. His weight, 11 stone, 6 pounds. Hailing from Clydach Vale, Wales, he has a professional record of 22 wins, 2 defeats, 1 draw, with 17 of his 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the #1 ranked contender in the world by the WBO, and tonight, the reigning and defending British middleweight champion, Liam the Machine Williams.
Spoken to the referee, you know what to expect. Our professionals at all times, obey my instructions, watch his kick. Any questions? Let's go to work.
Oh, eyeball to eyeball. Neither was blinking. Andrew Robinson, the taller man at 6 foot against 5'10" for Liam Williams. But he can be a slow starter. He doesn't want to be a slow starter in this, Richie. He needs to be on his mettle from word go.
Yes, he does. And we know that Williams, very fast jab. Very good mover, Liam Williams. Quick hand straight away. That was a nice combination.
Little sneak right hand, found the target. We've only been going 20 seconds. He was odds on when I checked earlier on to win inside the first 3 rounds. Common opponent between the two, Mark Heffron. Liam Williams beat Heffron. Andrew Robinson was stopped by Mark Heffron. And I had a word with Mark, and he said he reckons that Liam might possibly want to just have a round or two. Didn't suggest that in the interview with Joe Ankia, did it? But maybe just want a round or two. And there's a cut. There's a cut on the head, the clash of heads, and he dabbed uncomfortably at his hairline, and there is definitely a cut there, and you can see there is blood oozing down the left-hand side of his face. They'll go to work on that if we get to the bell, and he's really going looking for Robinson, and he's put him down. It was a right hand.
No, left up to the body, John, actually. Good left up to the body. The right hand went in.
Right hand over the top first.
Yeah, but the left up to the body did the damage. It really did. Look, oh, he's not.
Oh, he stopped it. He stopped it in the first round, and he can't believe it. Andrew Robinson can't believe it. Well, what do you make of that?
Well, I don't know whether he knew what the count was or what. Yeah, very, very confusing. He's been counted out. I think that there was the head clash, and obviously Liam Williams, he felt the cut, he felt the blood, and it just ignited him into all-out aggression, didn't it? And Williams put some quality shots together, very fast hands indeed. The right hands went in, left hooks to the body also, and yeah, he felt the blood. He was angry about it, was Williams, with that head clash, and it just, like I say, he just sparked him into real life and action, didn't it? And he just kept going.
Just as I was saying, he might want a few rounds under his belt. Well, yeah, well, you know, you upset this guy, and look at that. That's a nasty, nasty gash over the left eye, and a couple of words between them. Not particularly friendly words, I suspect. Let's look again.
Have a look at the head clash here. Well, that's 6 and 1 1/2 a dozen of the other, isn't it? So Williams has come forward. They've clashed heads there, and I think he's saying that look. So Andrew Robinson was cut on the eye there from that from that head clash.
Badly.
Yeah, it's a bad cut, that is, and that's from the head that obviously Liam Williams, it was unintentional, but he came forward. And then, let's have a look at this. So there's the right hand there. Now what's his left hook to the body, John, here coming up? That's the one, look, and that's what puts him down. So terrific left hook to the body. But it's definitely due to those head clashes. But Robinson comes off worse with the clash, with the cut above his eye. But we know that there was blood coming from Williams as well. So the blood must have been a clash, a cut on the head of Williams. But just gets him in the corner here. There's a right hand there, and then the left hook downstairs, and that's the one that probably did the damage, John. Now there was a confusion with the count. Was he listening to the referee? I don't know. But the referee just counts him out.
I tell you what, Rich, and I mean this nicely, there is a nastiness about Liam Williams which is impressive.
Yes, I would agree with you. There is a nastiness about him, most certainly, and we've just seen it there.
And he has produced a spectacular quick win. Well, you've seen it, and here is the verbal confirmation. Here's Thomas.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute, 28 seconds of round number 1. Our referee, Marcus McDonald, reaches the count of 10. Therefore, your winner by way of count out, and still British middleweight champion, Liam the Machine Williams.
Well, there you have it. There's the confirmation and one or two talking points, I'm sure. Liam Williams now, he is destined, you would think, for a challenge for the WBO title held by Demetrius Andrade. What would have happened if Andrew Robinson, after that accidental clash of heads, had fallen to the floor? Would it have gone on? Another talking point maybe, but what it is that the fact is that Liam Williams has that belt over his shoulder, and he now moves on, and the world title, it beckons, and he is going to be a handful for absolutely anybody.
John, we'll let Liam Williams do the talking for himself in a minute, but if I may, I will wager something. Williams had a flashback in there to the Liam Smith first fight, and he said to himself in that moment, I am not waiting around now for anybody to take anything away from me. He's probably learned from bitter experience in that fight, so he's still on course. David, what did you see?
That's world class versus domestic class, what we saw tonight. You know, as soon as there was a clash of heads, I thought Williams was probably to blame for the clash of heads, but you know, this is boxing, it's a rough sport. He's a tough guy. He comes in head first a lot of the time. That's one of his weapons. You know, when he comes in like he does, it forces his opponent to bring his head away from him and pop their head up in the air. But you know, when he decided, once he realised he was cut himself, he was like, I need to get
in terms of the immediate future, forgive me for cutting in, I think the best news of all of this for Williams is clearly whatever damage has been done to him is on the top of his head.
Yeah,
okay?
there's no issues with a cut on the top of the head. That's not something that would open up again. But in his mind, he's the WBO mandatory. That's a position very few people get in the ring and risk. But he's willing to do that because he wants to work. He wants to go into that in the early part of 2021 with Demetrius Andrade, a fighter he's going to need to be at his very best.
And as John Rawling did say in the commentary, this is the ruthless edge that Williams has added that top fighters, you had it, fighters have to have.
You need to be a bit ruthless, you need to be a bit cutthroat, whatever you need to do to get the victory, you need to do it, and that's what he did tonight. You know, as soon as he smelt blood, literally, he just let his hands go, and the quality was there. The left hook to the body, at any stage in the fight, the left hook with the body would finish the fight. Robinson knew what was happening. He could have got up at 8 if he really, really wanted to, but he knew there was more of that coming, so he decided to take a slow stand up in his 10 count.
So all over, in short order, he retains that wonderful Lonsdale belt, and the big plan is still intact. Let's hear from the winner now and his trainer with Steve.
Thanks so much indeed, Paul. Liam, first of all, once the blood was flowing, it looked like you were on a mission to finish it and finish it quickly.
Yeah, I just had to be honest, I wanted to leave it go a little bit further just to get a couple of rounds, get my range and look good, let some shots go, but